Hi everybody. Just sitting here in the sunshine. Thought I'd hop on for a random live and connect with you guys. I I already did a live. Well, okay. I thought I was gonna do a live and have you guys with me while I repotted my houseplants, and I went through the whole thing and then realized that I was broadcasting with the settings set to private, so I was like, okay, you can see I got dirt under my nails still. It felt so good. I'll show you my plants. Here. Can you see them? Well, my big head in the way. There you go. So they're all in bigger pots now and happy and soaked with nice water and sitting in the sun. And now I'm doing the same thing. Sitting in the sun. So these are crazy times, guys. And wherever you are in the world, I just want to send you tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of love. I hope that you're well. I hope that you're keeping safe. I hope that your family's well as well. And wherever you are, you're finding your own little bit of solace in the crazy. For me, that looked like repotting my plants today and getting my hands in some dirt. It was really grounding for me, actually. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here. If you happen to be on here, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know that you're here so I can see you. I'm in a different software, not right in YouTube. So I can't, oh, there's two people. Hi, two people. Can you comment down below and let me know that you're here? And if you guys have any questions, anything you want to talk about today, let me know. I'm probably going to hang out here for half an hour or so and talk about life. Talk about life right now. Someone's car alarm just went off. Oh, man. Oh, we got some peeps. Hi, guys. How are you? How is the situation where you guys are? Hi, Carrie. Hi, everybody. This is awesome. I was just saying I did this whole broadcast of I was hanging out and repotting my plants and then realized that I had it set to private so nobody saw it. Oh, man. But you got it now. You figured it out now, so it's all good. Yeah, these are crazy times, guys. Let us know where you are, where you're from, and what's going on where you are right now, because I'm in Alberta in Canada, and we are practicing social distancing, or supposed to be. A lot of businesses have shut down. It's really weird. These are strange times. How's the awakening process going? It's going. Where do I even start? Let's see. I feel like it ebbs and flows. It's always ebbing and flowing. And I feel like this whole process, it's just layer after layer being peeled off, and you keep coming back to belief systems and ways of being that maybe you thought you had transcended, but you're looking at it from a different perspective now, on a different level. You're in South Spain. South Spain is on total lockdown. Yeah, so are you guys not allowed to leave your house at all? These are yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But as far as my personal journey, yeah, it's crazy right now. Adrian's in Bristol in the UK. Crazy times there as well. Yeah. It's crazy, you guys. I'm trying not to feed the fears and the panic too much, and just see that, remember that there is a reason for all of it, and like, that's not to downplay the devastation that's happening right now. I never want to do that. But it's also waking people up. I've been talking to a lot of people who are having big shifts in their perceptions these days, and in the way that they look at life, and the way that, like, they're reevaluating how they live their lives. Like, I was talking to someone yesterday, and she was like, she actually ripped off her fake nails and was like, I am not doing this anymore. I didn't even realize how I was contributing to the pollution on the planet just by getting my friggin' nails done all the time. Stuff like that. And talking to a lot of people. Like, I'm big into gardening. I don't know about you guys, but I love gardening and growing food. I'm even more motivated to do that now. And a lot of people that I've been talking to are as well. They're really motivated to just like grow their own food and be more self-sufficient, because it's really easy to take all of these services for granted, to take all of this access to like beautiful food from all over the planet for granted. And when things start to shut down, we start to really appreciate all of the things that we have access to. Oh, I'm missing comments because I'm over here babbling. Hang on. Carrie says they haven't completely shut things down there yet. Working tomorrow. In Mason County, Washington? WA is Washington, right? Yeah. Quarantined completely. It's brought some good things with not just the bad. It's given me space to continue studying my shadow work course. Cool. Oh, hi. Hi, Kristen. This is awesome. I just figured I'd come on live and connect with you guys because I've been feeling a little bit... Yesterday I was a little bit stir crazy, not gonna lie. I was just like, like cleaned the whole house, and today I just finished repotting all of my houseplants, and that felt really good. Carrie says we have a high infection count in Washington. The government really should quarantine us here. Shut more companies down for the greater good. Oh, cool, you've started your gardening too. Yeah, lots of people I've been talking to are just like, yeah, I want to grow my own food. I want to be more self-sufficient. I also like doing canning and like preserving food. I've got a pressure canner. Love doing that kind of stuff. I want to get a dehydrator again because I had one, but I broke it. And yeah, and like learning how to forage. There's so much available to us, even in the wild country. Like, yeah, these are really interesting times for sure. I'd like to know more about this shadow work course that you're working on there. Also, I gotta say, like, I just need to tell you guys how freaking grateful I am for all of you, for this community that's growing on my YouTube channel. It is so freaking beautiful. I'm trying not to swear so much. I do have a potty mouth, but it's fucking beautiful, you guys. And how blessed are we? Like, I know that this is a crazy time, but how blessed are we to have access to the internet and to be able to connect with people all over the world and check in with each other, and just start online communities like this. It's absolutely amazing. I feel blessed to be alive right now, and even more so now. It's even more palpable now, because everything is so uncertain. Every day I'm waking up and like, oh my goodness, thank you so much that I woke up with breath in my lungs today. Thank you so much that I'm still healthy. Thank you so much that, we've got such amazing people on the front lines taking care of people, like taking care of us, taking care of the ones who are sick, and like we're all doing our best, and it's freaking weird and scary, and you know, a lot, like it feels like you wake up every day and the world's different again. It's bizarre. So like for myself, I've been doing a lot of meditating with my lower chakras, actually, especially the root, and just really grounding every day and finding things like working with plants and getting my hands in the dirt that are really grounding. Because during these times when it's so uncertain, we can kind of get ungrounded and kind of feel that imbalance in our lower chakras, our root chakras, you know? So where are we here? Adrian's a therapist in the UK. So many people are gripped by fear. They've all been quarantined. Yeah, even the pubs are shut down. Yeah, even here, a lot of the bars and stuff are shut down. All the community centers are shut down. A lot of our small businesses are shut down. Yeah, but a lot of the service-based businesses, like the yoga studio, kids are still having fun. The yoga studio that I go to here has brought everything online, and you know, trying to just still support our local businesses, because this is hitting everybody really hard. Where are we? Yeah, cooking even healthier recipes to eat cleaner. Yeah, me too. It's really forcing me to slow down. You know, and I've been noticing just I've become more mindful in my everyday life and really evaluating how I do things and why I do things and how I'm showing up for people, and like everything just feels I'm just more present. It's hard to explain, but I'm sure you guys get it because we're all feeling it. Hello from Boulder, Colorado. Hi, Marcella. I love canning. I'm in hot water bath canning. I'm gonna get a pressure canner here soon. Yeah, the pressure canners are awesome, because I was just reading, like, if you're doing vegetable soups with lots of like carrots and more alkaline vegetables, you do need to use a pressure canner apparently, just so bacteria doesn't grow. I'm studying shadow work to deal with my inner child healing and inner demons, to help me with manifesting things a lot more, to come to terms with the past. Yeah, people are clapping in their balconies at 8 p.m. every day to thank the medical professionals for their effort. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. See, there's such beautiful things like that coming through this. And I was watching a video last night of people singing to each other from their balconies in Italy, and it's so beautiful. It's amazing how we all come together during times of crisis. I'm hoping that after this, we will keep that solidarity, and we'll keep showing up for each other in this way. I can't escape this feeling that we're all going to look back on this time as a major turning point for humanity. People's irritation is a reflection as to how accustomed they've been to fast lifestyle and lost touch with nature. For sure. Yeah, because we're meant to be in touch with nature. It's how we're built. And being in big cities and these kind of concrete jungles, you kind of you do lose touch with nature. You lose touch with, you know, even connecting with your food and where your food comes from. And, you know, I try to spend a lot of time in nature because I find it recalibrates my energy. You know, like I get out in nature and I lean against a tree and I can actually feel like my body's rhythm synchronizing with the tree and with nature, and then everything starts breathing together, and it's really good for our soul. Really helps to ground, you know, and that's why like I have so many house plants, because they help ground me as well. Like when I'm doing energy work too, you can just like touch the plants and they'll ground you, and the, you know, anyways. Only been canning fruit-based things so far just to be safe. Yeah, that's a good idea. And like pickles you can do in the water bath canner because it's so acidic, right? Oh, I was actually talking to someone about that the other day, all the pickled things. I love pickled carrots, like straight out of the garden carrots with like tons and tons of garlic. I'm gonna make so many pickles this year, you guys. Oh my goodness. And we're gonna have space in the garage this year too, so I want to set up a canning kitchen so my mom and I can can together. Singing happy birthday to an 80-year-old lady. Yeah, Adrian, it is important to give yourself time too. And I'm finding like another reason I love this community is like I can feel all of your energies, and all of you are very heart-centered people. All of you are givers and healers and coaches and therapists and just beautiful people who want to help the world. And yeah, one of the things that I really learned this year was how important it is to give to yourself, to give back to yourself and actually make your self-care a priority, and not just like the pedicures and whatever, but actually like giving your time to slow down, meditate, and just fill yourself back up so that you can actually be of service in a better way. Because for a while there, I was like cranking out videos and doing all the things and like taking tons of phone calls, and I was just getting burnt right out. And it took me a long time. I'm still working on it. Like I got this all figured out. No. I'm still working on it. You know, finding that balance, finding the balance of giving and receiving. And it's amazing too, tapping into the universe, tapping into our true source gives you such an unlimited almost source of energy that you can draw from. Because another thing I've learned too over this last while is just watching people and watching myself in relationship and seeing where when we feel depleted, then we show up in the world in a different way. You know what I mean? We show up in a way where, you know, we might say yes to things that we don't want to say yes to, or like overcommit ourselves because we're looking for that energy from the other people. We're looking for the gratitude. We're looking for the acknowledgement. We're like trying to fill that energetic void from outside rather than taking the time to go inside and actually tap into our real source of energy. Yeah. The unity around certain parts of the world is beautiful. Yeah, it is. Hello from Sarajevo. Cool. Hello. I was just watching yesterday Brene Brown on a TED Talk. She talks about vulnerability and why can't I see all of that? Sorry guys, I'm like using this, oh. Hang on. I'm using this, oh what? Haha, cool. I was watching yesterday, how do we bring this whole thing up? Uh-oh. I'm like still figuring out this live streaming software. Can you see this whole, I don't know how to show the whole comment. Poop. Okay. That's something we'll have to figure out. Oh, okay, there's the other comment. How we're always denying this nature of us, etc., but made me think that this situation is really making us understand. Yeah, it is really making us understand, you know? It's interesting these times, and being quarantined and being on lockdown, we're being forced to go inside. We're being forced to sit with ourselves and with our stuff, and to, you know, Because seriously, there's only so much you can do in the frickin' house before you've like cleaned everything, organized all the closets and whatever. And then when you run out of distractions, then you have to sit there. You have to sit there with yourself and like be there with everything that bubbles up, with everything that comes to the surface, you know? And that can be uncomfortable as fuck sometimes. But that's where the real work happens. And, you know, the spiritual journey, personal development journey is not always like sunshine and rainbows, you know? A lot of the time it's really uncomfortable. And there's parts of ourselves that we don't want to face. But if we really want to grow and we really want to ascend to different levels of consciousness, we have to look at that stuff. We have to become aware of our blind spots and really work with ourselves and have compassion for ourselves. And have compassion, yeah, definitely have compassion for ourselves for having these belief systems and for acting in these ways. And just resolve to do things differently. Oh, I like that I can put the comments on the screen. That's so cool. Can you guys see that? Awesome. Never had pickled carrots before. They're so good. They're so good. But it's even better when you get like the real garden carrots, you know? Oh man. I don't even wash off my garden carrots. I'll just like pick them out of the ground, wipe them on my pants and eat them. That's just like the best thing ever. I don't even care if I get dirt in my teeth. Yeah, how vulnerable and fragile we human beings are. Right? Right? And we're seeing that now. Not only are we physically fragile, like we're strong but fragile at the same time. Like we're so resilient, but we can get thrown off so easily. We can get sick easily. Like things, we're fragile and yet so resilient at the same time. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there, but it's just the whole yin and yang, the whole duality of being a human being is like this softness and the crustiness at the same time. I love pickled beets. Me too. Oh man, now I want all the pickles. My mom thinks I'm friggin' weird because I like will drink the pickle juice, but it's so good for you. It's good for your guts too, and it's tasty. Okay, what are we working on? Drawing boundaries and learning to say no when we need to recharge. It's a good time to connect to star families and spirit guides. Totally. Totally. Yeah, this is really making us sit and figure out, like, get more acquainted with ourselves, get more acquainted with what our energy feels like and how we show up in our relationships and everything. Like, it's such a beautiful curse right now. What do we got? I've been procrastinating meditation lately. I'm feeling this is making me get it done. Nice. Yeah. I know I was kind of procrastinating too and just kind of like, okay, well, I've got 5 or 10 minutes, so I'll just meditate quickly, right? And yeah, this is, I've actually been meditating like few times a day, like getting some shorter ones in just to like keep myself on the level because I can feel it. I can feel everybody and it gets intense sometimes. Yeah, get those carrots out the ground and in your mouth. It's so good. Okay, Carrie, have a good day. Do you think our energy is like a torus field? What's a torus field? Is that like a toroidal field? Like the electromagnetic field? If you wouldn't mind clarifying that for me, that'd be awesome. Because I'm not sure what a torus field is. I could look it up. Let's look it up. We have the technology. It's so bright and so like warm out here, you guys. It's beautiful. Torus field. I love hanging out with you guys because I always learn things. Yeah, toroidal field. Okay. So, yeah. The heart's electromagnetic frequency arcs out from the heart and back in the form of a torus field, which is the oldest structure in existence. Its shape is similar to a donut with the whole center of it folding upon itself. The energy of this torus is constantly refreshing and influencing itself. I remember reading about these a while ago. I wonder if they've got a diagram here. Yeah. Oops. So it kind of looks like that. I don't know if you guys can see. No, it's way too bright. But you know what? I'll make another video about the toroidal field. I'm gonna research that a bit more. But yeah, so everything, pretty much everything that exists has its own electromagnetic field around it, right? And the toroidal field does kind of look like a big energetic donut, if you will. And and it's constantly moving. I don't know if it's this way or this way, but it's constantly moving, right? And hi, Dad.
Hello.
So and just like the infinity symbol, right? It looks kind of like that, but we're constantly like taking in energy and expelling energy. And different, okay, so everything has its own vibrational frequency, right? So the foods that we take in, the water that we take in, it all has its own frequency. And what was the name of that Japanese scientist? Was it Masaru Emoto? Something like that. He did these experiments with water where he had different jars of water and different labels on them. So he had one that said, I love you, one that said, I hate you, and all of these things. And they would speak to the water and then freeze it and then look under a microscope at the frozen ice crystals. And the ones that were like, I love you, and the positive ones had these beautiful ice crystals. And then the ones where it was like, I hate you and I wish you were dead and stuff, they didn't have any structure. The ice crystals were all like mangled and weird. So another tangent, sorry guys. Everything is energy. Everything has its own frequency. That's like, I'll have to get into that in a different video. Can you do a video on how you pickle your veg? Yeah, totally. Oh, I've never pickled eggs, and I've never eaten pickled eggs. I'm gonna have to try that. I just had an idea. Put feet on soil if you have some at home to ground. Yes, definitely, if you can. I guess it's warm enough today I could put my feet in the dirt, but yeah, definitely putting your physical feet on the ground will actually ground your energy. And you can imagine, like, if you've been a little bit spinny, you can actually imagine that energy moving through your body, through your feet into the ground, and just send it into the ground. I follow a lady on Instagram named Jenny Heston. She's really cool and does card readings every Monday. But she equated that energy that we're recycling into the ground as energetic compost, and I really like that. From head to toe, north to south, like the earth. Yes, we are so much like the earth. It's amazing. Man, I'm glad to see so many of you. This is awesome. I didn't know, I was hoping that some of you were around so we could hang out. What do we got here? Pickled eggs. Yeah, it's a British thing. Cool. I do want to try it though. I'll try anything twice. Because sometimes you try things the first time and it's like they weren't quite done right. You don't really want that to color your whole opinion of something. You know what I mean? What do you think about higher selves? In general, it's kind of a big question. I was watching a video the other day. I'm constantly watching videos. And it was saying that so our higher self or our whole soul is actually quite a bit larger than, like way larger than what's actually in our body. So it's like kind of like sticking one toe. So it's like we've got our whole, imagine your body is like your whole soul, and then you're like sticking your big toe into this body suit. So the way that we are expressed here on earth at this time is just a small fraction of who it is that we actually are, if that makes sense. So for me, the higher self is all of the rest of your spirit that we kind of forget about, that is still connected to God and still connected to source. You know what I mean? That's a big question. That's a big subject. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm the expert by any means, but I thought that was a cool way to explain it. I watched another video, where it was talking about the Kabbalah, but it explained things as like we've got this infinity symbol up here, okay, and this is like the whole of our reality, and then we kind of descend down through these 5 spiritual worlds and then through a barrier into this reality and this life that we know, okay? And my parents just got here. But yeah, and that reminded me of the 5 koshas in yoga. But anyways, I'm just gonna go on a big tangent with that. So maybe that's some subject for another video. Bye, Marcella. What was the reason you stopped doing your intuitive card readings? I kind of just stopped feeling the inspiration to do those. I'm not exactly sure why, but I was starting to think about them again just the other day, so I might get back into that actually. Good question. Hi, August. Okay, Marcella's got to go. I've been on here for about a half an hour, you guys, and I'm getting a lot of sun. So I think I'm going to sign off for now. But thank you so much for spending time with me and for your thoughtful questions and your input. I love hanging out with you guys. I'm so grateful for this community. And I might come on tomorrow as well. But I'll see if I can remember how to schedule these lives so that we can all kind of be together at the same time. I'm so glad that you were able to hang out with me today. Sending you guys tons and tons of love wherever you are. And I will talk to you soon, okay? Signing off for now. Bye, guys.